Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor here. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this consultation series. We're going to give you all kinds of tips and tricks for effectively and properly lighting up your home. This is a free consultation that we do for all our clients. So if you want to get your free consultation, just shoot me an email at cal@lightingdoctor.ca. Send me a few pictures and we'll give you a video presentation of what lights are going to work best with your property, or go and visit us at lightingdoctor.ca or go check out all our videos on YouTube.
Hey, Jared. Yeah, thanks for the pictures and thanks for buying the Try It Before You Buy It kit last year. The nice thing is when you get your new kits now, it comes with something called an Instalight. So very similar to what the 9-volt battery did, but now it's an actual battery pack that you can screw the light into, plugs into batteries. You go put it wherever you want, and then you can actually step back. So when you order your kit, you'll be able to do that and kind of see how the lights look before you make anything permanent. But couple thoughts for you. So first off, I love your property. You got some nice landscape features I think you'll be able to take advantage of. My initial thought, if I kind of start from the left to the right, is what I would do is I would probably try and get an accent light. So looking at your house, you're going to be using accent lights and path lights pretty much consistently throughout. So when I say accent light, uplight, I'm talking about this guy. When I talk about the path light, I am talking about this guy. So I'd probably try and get an accent light on this tree here. And then I would probably try and throw one or two of the path lights because I know the path is something you want to light. So I'd probably try and put one here. Not so much that you're going to try and light the driveway, but because you have these rocks, it's really nice to have those path lights on it because you get a lot of extra reflective light off of those, and it makes those features stand out in the nighttime, because I know those rocks aren't always cheap. So if you can highlight them at night as well, it's a really, really nice effect. So a good balance of some path lights there, and probably a path light. I would almost put it right in the middle here, and then you have the nice uplight lighting this tree. And then as you go around the house, I would continue with the path lights by some of these rocks, but I'll show you how I would do that. Because for lighting the house, what you're going to want to do is with those accent lights, I would try and get one kind of at the base of the house here, fairly close, probably 12 to 18 inches back, and almost have it shining straight up. I would say probably just outside the shutter here. It's going to give you a good amount of light on this area here, and then keep that theme throughout the front of the house. So I would definitely do that again here, and I would definitely do that again here with the uplights and the accent lights. I would continue that same theme along both sides of these shutters. Also, actually a better thought, instead of doing on both sides of the shutters, so you would have shutter, shutter, or just beside the shutter. Same thing here, and then here I would have one kind of in the middle. Part of the reason too, because you're going to light this second peak, and then as you go around the front of the house here, I would get one on this pillar here, and I would definitely get one on this pillar here, and then continue that across the house with one on this pillar here, and then same idea on this side. I would try and get an accent light on here and on here, just outside the shutters, and then I'll give you a really nice balance of light throughout the front of the house. And then how I would use path lights throughout that is, for example, so say you have an accent light, right about here and right about here, say, or here and here, then I would try and get a path light staggering it. So I would probably try and get a path light here, and then I might try and get a path light here, because you're doing two things. You're having some nice uplighting, and then you're staggering it with some downlighting, but you're also taking advantage of these rocks here. So again, uplight, uplight. You probably would want to throw a path light somewhere in the middle here, and then maybe try and throw another path light kind of somewhere in here. And then you have your nice accent light here, and then you might try and throw another path light over in here. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Same thing as you have your uplight and accent light here. I mean, over in here would be a really nice area, a really nice place for a path light, because again, you're getting the reflection off both those stones. You may even want to have two. You may want to have one kind of on this side, and then you may want to have another one kind of somewhere over here, and then you have your uplight and your accent light on the pillar by the doors. Uplight, accent light, and then you have your accent lights, and maybe you're looking at another path light and another path light. And then along this other side, and sorry the pictures are flipped and I can't quite flip them around, but I would do the same thing that you did on the other side by the driveway there, where I would have an accent light on this guy, and then I would probably try and surround it with like 2 path lights, again, just to highlight and take advantage of those rocks. So a fairly simple plan. I think it's easily done, and I think that would give you a really nice balance of some uplighting, some downlighting on the pathway, taking advantage of the nice rocks you have. If you need to go under the sidewalk here to get some wire, a really easy way to do that is just, if you go to Amazon and just search like 24-inch or 36-inch bulb planter drill. It's just a super long drill bit that attaches to any battery operated drill. It doesn't have to be super powerful, and you can just you just dig back a little bit and then you just drill right underneath, and it's super easy and super quick to get that wire underneath. So hopefully that gives you some really good ideas. The last thing that I would mention, and it depends if you want to or not, but I know something that would look good, and it just depends if you're up for it, is if you did want to take it to the next level and actually get some light up to these second peaks, because we kind of got this one covered. This is where I'd maybe get a gutter mount, and I would use a wash light. So the wash lights are these guys. It's just a softer, wider light. And a gutter mount basically is like a stainless steel piece that screws into the gutter, and then the fixture screws into that, as opposed to a ground stake. And I would probably try and get one here that's going to kind of highlight this section, and then also one here that highlights this section. And because all the connections are waterproof, you can make them right in the gutter, and basically all you would have to do is run some wire up the gutter, actually even in the pipe, the gutter pipe, and then just run all your wire in the gutter, and you could easily do that. And that would be something that would really make it stand out. It's not mandatory. I think it's going to look really good with the balance you have across, but if you wanted just that little extra bit where people are going to say, wow, how did you do that? And it looks really professional. That would be a suggestion. So let me know if you have any other questions, Jared, and yeah, we can go from there.
Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video presentation with some great tips and tools on how to go and properly and effectively light up your landscape. And be sure, if you want your own free consultation video just like that one, send me an email at cal@lightingdoctor.ca with a few pictures of your property, and we'll get back to you with some really cool ideas and ways to go and effectively light your property. And be sure to watch the videos after this one for more tips on how to install landscape lighting, as well as how to light up your landscape the best way possible.